Good afternoon, teachers. Good afternoon, students. You're welcome once again to the second contest for the quarterfinal stage. This is the 2018 edition of the National 4 Subjects Quiz, and it's powered by Verbal Transformers. For our media partners, we have Top TV and Radio Gold 90.5 FM, and our headline sponsor is RMG Ghana Limited. In this contest, we have ATCHOR Memorial International School and Dayspring Montessori International School. Both schools are international, as I can see, and they've all been here before. For the first match for ATCHOR Memorial International School, they were seated on my right. For the next match, they moved to my left, and they are back to my right again. Maybe this is where their good luck is. So let's see. ATCHOR Memorial, Godwin and Maudi, are you prepared? Are you ready to win this contest? Are you sure? You're very sure. Alright. Dayspring Montessori International School. They came here straight from last year. Last year they won. And when they came for the round of 16 stage, they were seated on my left. They competed with guys again. They won. And now they are competing with guys and they are seated on my left. Are you sure you can win? I asked the last time, but the answer I got was so limited. I'm asking once again. Are you sure you can win this year? They are not sure.
By God's grace, yes.
By God's grace, yes. Okay. We are zooming straight into today's contest. As you already know, the contest is in 4 rounds. Questions will be taken from English language, social studies, integrated science, and math. For each question, you have 15 seconds to provide your answer. 15 seconds. And within that 15 seconds, you have 3 attempts. 3 attempts. If you get the answer wrong, it will be passed on as a bonus to the next school. And if the bonus, you get it correct, you have 1 point. And you have just 1 attempt for the bonus. Just 1 attempt. You know these rules already, so I believe we can start. I'll read a sentence. When I read a sentence, I'll pick out a word. You have to give me a word that is opposite in meaning to the word I pick. Opposite in meaning. I begin with ATCHOR Memorial International School, a MES school. Everybody was glad the tests were over. Your word is glad.
Happy.
No. A bonus to Dayspring Montessori.
Sad.
Sad, that's correct. Dayspring Montessori. Yesterday, we had a fruitful discussion. Your word is fruitful.
Fruitless.
Come again.
Bad.
No.
Barren.
Barren, that's correct. ATCHOR Memorial. Tracy complained about the work she was given. Your word is complained.
Rejoiced.
Rejoice, I'll give it to you. Dayspring. Daisy said her work was tedious. Your word is tedious.
Easy.
Easy, that's correct. ATCHOR Memorial. The students moved towards the entrance. Your word is towards.
Away from.
That's correct. Dayspring. I believe Mawina is guilty. Your word is guilty.
Innocent.
Innocent. That's correct. ATCHOR Memorial. A group of people who are related together through blood lineage, adoption, marriage, and they usually do things in common are known as
A family.
a family. That's right. Dayspring. In Ghana, the extended family is headed by the Ebusiapeni. ATCHOR Memorial. The swollen shoot disease affects cocoa. That's correct. Dayspring. What tool is used for harvesting rice?
Sickle.
The sickle. ATCHOR Memorial. Under whose administration was the Kolebu Teaching Hospital built?
St. Frederick Gordon Gorgeously.
Say God in God is good. Dayspring. In which year was the Kolebu Teaching Hospital established?
1923.
1923. ATCHOR Memorial. Mention one organism which is made up of only one cell.
Amoeba.
Amoeba, correct. Dayspring. Which specialized cell in humans does not have a nucleus?
Virus.
No.
Bacteria.
No. You have one more attempt. A bonus to ATCHOR Memorial.
White blood cells.
No. It's the red blood cells. The red blood cells. Your major question, ATCHOR Memorial. A group of petals is called
Corolla.
corolla. That's right. Dayspring. A collection of sepals is
Calyx.
calyx. That's right. ATCHOR Memorial. The process by which naphthalene ball or hamper placed in a box gets smaller in size and eventually disappears is known as
Sublimation.
sublimation. Dayspring. The process by which a hot saturated solution is cooled to obtain a solute is
Crystallization.
crystallization. This brings us to the end of the first round. At the end of the first round, ATCHOR Memorial International School had 24 points. Dayspring Montessori International School had 25 points. We move on to the next round. In this round, you tested on general knowledge. General knowledge. We begin with Dayspring Montessori International School. The resistance to flow of a fluid is its
Viscosity.
viscosity. That's correct. ATCHOR Memorial. Kerosene is able to reach the other end of a lantern wick by a process called
Capillarity.
capillarity. That's correct. Dayspring. Who was the last Governor General of Ghana before she became a republic?
Lord Listowel.
Lord Listowel, that's correct. ATCHOR Memorial. Who was the first Chief Justice of Ghana? Evidence to Dayspring.
Sir Akukosa.
Say ATCHOR, that's right. Dayspring, the major question. In which year was the Organization of African Union disbanded?
9th July 2002.
2002, that's correct. ATCHOR Memorial. Under which chairperson's administration was the Organization of African Union disbanded?
Haile Selassie.
No.
Dr. Kwame Nkrumah.
No. You have one more attempt. Bonus to Dayspring.
Muammar al-Gaddafi.
No. The answer is President Thabo Mbeki. Thabo Mbeki. Dayspring, your major question. Who was the leader of the Ga Adanges when they migrated to Ghana?
Neo Kankwe.
No.
Takiteria.
No. Evidence to ATCHOR Memorial.
Ni Ayibushi.
Ken Ayibushi, that's correct. ATCHOR Memorial, your major question. The Ga people are organized into how many independent towns?
2.
No. No. You have one more attempt. Bonus to Dayspring.
5.
No. The answer is 6. 6. That is Damashi, Osu, La, Teshi, Lungwa, and Tema. That brings us to the end of the second round. At the end of round 2, ATCHOR Memorial International School had 4 points. And Dayspring Montessori International School had 10 points. Contestants, get your papers ready, your pens and your pencils as well. In this round, you have 10 seconds. You have 10 seconds. This is a preamble to both schools. Sir Adama divided 360 cattle among his 3 sons in the ratio 2:3:5. ATCHOR Memorial. How many did the one who had the highest receive?
180.
180, that's correct. With the same preamble, Dayspring. How many did the one whose ratio was 3 receive?
108.
108. Another preamble to both schools. If 2a minus 5b plus 16 is equal to 0, find b, beginning with ATCHOR Memorial, when a is equal to 2.
B is equal to 4.
B is equal to 4. That's right. With the same preamble, find B when A is equal to 7.
B is equal to 6.
B is equal to 6. Another preamble to go through. You state the charge of the following radicals. You state the charge. ATCHOR memorial. Sulfite ion. Bonus to Dayspring.
-2.
-2. That's right. Dayspring. Nitrite ion.
-1.
-1. That's right. Hydroxide ion.
-3.
No.
-1.
-1. That's correct. Dayspring. Carbonate ion.
-2.
-2. This brings us to the end of the third round. At the end of round 3, ATCHOR Memorial International School had 9 points. Dayspring Montessori International School had 13 points. We move on to the final round by the first section. In this section, you have 5 minutes. 5 minutes to work and present your answers. Contestants, you can come for the questions. Don't start yet. You wait for me to read, give you the go ahead, then you can start. The question. 1. 1/4 of a number is added to 1/5 of the same number. If the outcome is 18, find the number. 2. A ribbon of length 3 meters is to be cut into strips of length 14 centimeters. How many strips of length 14 centimeters were cut? And what length of ribbon remained? 3. Simplify. 2 whole number 3/4 divided by 3 whole number 3/8 minus 1 whole number 1/12 in brackets. Do we have the same thing, please? Do we have the same thing? You can begin. Problem of the day. This is my solution. For the first part of the question, to find the number, we need to know the number we are finding. So we begin with, let the number be x. Then we have 1/4x, that is 1/4 of the number, plus 1/5x, that is 1/5 of the same number, is equal to 18. Multiplying through by LCM 20, we get 20 times 1/4x plus 20 times 1/5x is equal to 20 times 18. This gives us 5x plus 4x to be equal to 360. 9x will be equal to 360. Dividing both sides by 9, we have x to be 40. For the next part of the question, first of all, we need to know that 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. So 3 meters will give us 300 centimeters. To find the number of strips of length 14 centimeters, we have 300 centimeters over 14. This gives us 21 strips. And also, to know the length of ribbon that remained, this will be 300 minus 21 times 14. That is the total number of strips, 300 centimeters, minus 21. That's the strips that were cut, times 14 centimeters. That's the 14 centimeters, the length of strips that were cut. This gives us 300 minus 294. And our final answer is 6 centimeters. For the final part of the question, 2 whole number 3 over 4 changed to an improper fraction will give us 11 over 4, divided by 3 whole number 3 over 8 changed to an improper fraction will give us 27 over 8, minus 1 whole number 1 over 12 changed to an improper fraction will give us 13 over 12. Using board maths, we solve the bracket first. So this gives us 11 over 4 divided by, the LCM will be 24. So we have 81 minus 26 over 24. This gives us 11 over 4 divided by 55 over 24. Changing to multiplication, we get 11 over 4 times 24 over 55. And our final answer is 6 over 5, or 1 whole number 1 over 5. Dayspring Montessori School moved straight into the question. They didn't tell us the number they were finding, so they didn't tell us that maybe the variables they are looking for is x or so. But moving on, they get 1 out of 4, 1 over 4x plus 1 over 5x to be equal to 18. They get a mark for that. And also for the final answer, they get 40. They get another mark for that. For the second part of the question, they also didn't tell us the changing from meters to centimeters. They didn't give us the rule for that. But moving straight, they get 300 over 14, which gives them 21 strips. So they get a final answer right, as well as the procedure to get the final answer. That is 300 over 14. For the next part of that question, they just tell us that 3 centimeters remained, which is wrong. It's actually 6 centimeters. For the third part of the question, they rightly changed the mixed fractions into improper fractions, which gives them a mark. Using board maths, they get 81 minus 26 over 24. That is also correct. They get half a mark for that. And then changing from the division to multiplication, they rightly make the denominator 24, now the numerator, and the numerator becomes the denominator. So they have 11 over 4 times 24 over 55. They get half a mark for that too. And their final answer was 6 over 5, or 1 whole number 1 over 5. They get a mark for that. In total, they get 7 points. ATCHOR Memorial International School got everything right, except that they failed to tell us the variable or the number they were looking for. So they get the final answer for the first part of the question right, as well as telling us that 1 out of 4x plus 1 out of 5x is equal to 18. So for the first part of the question, they get 2 points. For the second part of the question, they rightly tell us that 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters, and 3 meters will give us 300 centimeters. And for their final answer for the second part of the question, they get both 21 strips and 6 centimeters, which is right. For the final part of the question, they rightly changed everything to improper fractions. They used board maths correctly. They also changed from division to multiplication correctly, and their final answer is also correct. In total, they get 9 points. We move on to the final section. As you already know, if you know the answer for the riddle, you have to press your bell to alert me, then you can answer. Can we hear the bell for ATCHOR Memorial? And for Dayspring? Okay. So if you get the answer right on the first clue, you get 5 points. On the second clue, you get 4 points. On the third and any other clue, you get 3 points. If you get the answer wrong, you don't have the opportunity to answer again for that particular question. Are we clear? Are we clear? We begin. I am a type of change. I am usually accompanied by a great change in heat. New substances are formed. Yes.
Chemical change.
A chemical change. The answer after the second clue, they get 4 points. The next riddle. I am an intergovernmental organization. I promote international peace and maintain international order. I was established.
UNO.
No. I was established on the 24th of October, 1945. Yes.
League of Nations.
No. I'm completing the riddle. I was established on the 24th of October 1945. I was made up of 51 member states when I was founded. It is United Nations, UN. UN. The final riddle. I am a phrase or an expression. In my original use, I had literal meanings. Currently, I have figurative meanings too. It is estimated that there are thousands of examples of me in almost every language. Who am I? Yes.
Idiomatic expression.
Idiomatic expression. The answer after all the clues, they get 3 points. This brings us to the end of today's contest. The 2018 edition of the National Core Subject Quiz is powered by Verbal Transformers. For our media partners, we have Top TV and Radio Gold 90.5 FM, and RMG Ghana Limited is our headline sponsor. Thank you. At the end of round 4, Dayspring Montessori International School had 7 points for the problem of the day. And ATCHOR Memorial International School had 9 points. For the riddles, Dayspring Montessori International School had 3 points. And ATCHOR Memorial International School had 4 points. In total, for round 4, Dayspring Montessori International School had 10 points. And ATCHOR Memorial International School had 13 points. Dayspring Montessori International School. Any final words?
We have faith that we have won this contest, and by God's grace, we will continue to win the subsequent contest, and then can we take the cup? Yes.
ATCHOR Memorial International School. Any final words for us?
We will try harder next year, and we'd like to congratulate Dayspring.
At the end of today's contest, ATCHOR Memorial International School had 50 points. and Dayspring Montessori International School moves on to the next stage with congratulations once again, congratulations ATCHOR Memorial. It has been a wonderful contest with you here. We've come to the end of today's contest. My name is Nahaika Eletigo, and I am your witness. Thank you.